Hidden behind towering rose-red cliffs, buried under desert sands for centuries, lies a city carved not by nature, but by human hands into living rock. This is Petra, a place so mysterious that ancient travelers believed it wasn't built by humans at all, but by giants, or even gods. But Petra was real, a thriving desert empire, a crossroads of civilizations, and one of the greatest engineering miracles in human history. And before you ask, no, Indiana Jones did not discover Petra, but he definitely helped with tourism. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes, because the story of Petra is more dramatic than any Hollywood movie. A rise, a golden age, and a collapse still not fully understood. And by the end, you'll see this ancient city with new eyes. Imagine walking through a canyon so narrow you can touch both walls with your hands. This is the Sika natural passageway that twists, turns, and hides what lies ahead. For over a kilometer, the canyon builds tension, like nature is preparing you for something massive. Then, suddenly, a sliver of sunlight hits pink sandstone, and the Treasury appears. An enormous temple facade carved directly into the cliff with impossible precision. Columns, statues, intricate details, all cut from solid rose-colored rock. This moment alone makes Petra feel like another world, a place frozen between myth and reality. Petra was the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a civilization of desert traders who mastered survival where survival seemed impossible. They controlled the lucrative incense routes connecting Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean, making Petra one of the wealthiest cities of its time. But the Nabateans were not just traders. They were master engineers. They carved entire buildings out of cliffs, channeled flash floods through sophisticated tunnels, and built a network of dams, reservoirs, and pipelines that kept the city alive in the driest of deserts. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to keep a single cactus alive. The more we study the Nabateans, the more we realize just how advanced they truly were. Most travelers think Petra is just the Treasury, but that's only the beginning. There's the Street of Facades, where tombs are carved like royal mansions. There's the theatre, big enough to seat 4,000 people. The royal tombs, towering monuments carved high into the mountainsides. The colonnaded street, once the bustling heart of ancient Petra, and then, perched on top of a mountain, is the monasterian architectural marvel that is bigger, older, and some would say even more impressive than the Treasury itself. Petra wasn't just a city. It was a stone metropolis, carved with almost superhuman patience and vision. Now, here's the part that still shocks archaeologists. Petra existed in a place with almost no rain. So how did tens of thousands of people not only survive, but thrive? The Nabateans created an invisible water network. They engineered clay pipelines, carved channels directly into the rock, built dams tucked inside cliffs, and dug reservoirs hidden deep underground. They controlled every single drop of water like it was gold. This wasn't just survival, this was hydraulic genius. But even genius has its limits. And in a twist of fate, Petra's greatest strength eventually became its greatest weakness. As global trade routes shifted, as Roman influence grew, and as a series of devastating earthquakes struck the region, Petra slowly began to fade. By the 1200s, the once mighty capital was almost completely abandoned, left to the desert and forgotten by the outside world. The bustling city turned into a silent ghost, but the story wasn't over. In 1812, a Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt disguised himself as an Arab scholar and persuaded local guides to show him the rumored lost city. When he walked through the sick and finally laid eyes on the Treasury, his diary described the moment as seeing a dream in solid rock. Today, Petra is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, and a living testament to the heights of human imagination. Petra teaches us that civilizations can rise in the most unlikely of places, that creativity can bloom even in the harshest deserts, and that the past still holds secrets capable of shocking the modern world. When you walk through Petra today, you're not just seeing ruins. You're walking through a story of ambition, innovation, and survival that echoes across 2,000 years. A story carved into stone by a people who refused to be forgotten. So, if Petra amazed you, wait until you discover a site that is even older one, that is rewriting the origins of civilization itself. Click the video on your screen now to journey to Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest temple. It was built 6,000 years before Stonehenge, and it might just be the birthplace of humanity's first beliefs. Thanks for watching.